All right. So, guys, if you can hear me, let me know in the comments. Yes, that you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know that yes, you can hear me. I see a couple of persons. They're saying they can't hear me. Can you hear me now, guys? Can you hear me now? Awesome. I can see everybody. Great. So it's great to have you guys here for the live session today. We are going to be talking about something really important, which is basically like how to land foreign clients with your service. All right. Whether you have a skill or not, this live session is going to make a massive impact in your year. All right. This live session is going to make a massive impact in your year. And my business partner is here. Justice is going to come on board, all right, to share with you, his experience working with foreign clients, how you too can also land foreign clients as a Nigerian. And one thing that I like to tell a lot of people out there is that look, as much as you want opportunities, all right, as much as you want opportunities are also looking for the right persons. The same way a company will release an application and say we are looking for whatever engineer, we're looking for this person, we're looking for that person, right? And like 100 persons will apply. It's still the same way companies are going to other companies trying to poach talented people, trying to push skilled persons and all that. And what I like to tell people is that look, opportunity, money, client is not scarce. You just need to have the right skills and you need to know how to position yourself properly. I'll repeat this again, and I want you guys to like get it into your subconscious this evening, right? Opportunities, clients, money is not scarce. The clients that you are probably pursuing, they are also looking for people that want to help them. So don't think that, oh, you are just the one that wants money. They are also looking for people like you that can help them also. So, but you need to know how to position yourself. You need to know how to, be in the right place at the right time. You need to know how to communicate your value. And that's why we are having this live session. And that's why Justice is going to come on board to share with you, how you can land foreign clients. I hope you are excited. So if you are excited for what we have to share this evening, type in "I'm excited" down below, and I'm going to bring Justice on board. Let me know if you are excited. Type in down "I'm excited" down below. Type in "I'm excited" down below. I'm going to bring Justice on board. Let me know, guys. Let me know. I'm looking through the comments. If you're excited, just let me know that yes. Awesome. I can see all your amazing comments. I'm glad you guys are excited. Trust me, today's session is going to blow your mind. So, Justice, the people are ready for you. I'm going to bring you on board and you can communicate to them and have an awesome live session with them. So, you're welcome, man.
Hey guys, good evening everyone. How are you doing today? Yeah,
I
Victory.
think you're muted.
Am I? I don't think I
Oh, we
am.
can't hear you.
Okay, just hold on 1 minute. Let me see. Uh, my microphone is working just right, so I'm surprised.
Okay, so Justice is sorting out his audio, right? He's going to. Oh, people are saying they can hear him. Oh, awesome. I'll bring him back on board. That's great. It means
Okay,
the problem is coming from my side, right?
it's
So
probably
Justice, you have the floor.
probably.
The people are ready for you. Let's have an awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Victory. Do me a favor, please, yeah, Victory. I want you to send me the link to the YouTube so I can see everybody's comments too in real time. All right. So yeah, good evening, everyone. It's a very beautiful moment, sharing today with you guys. We've been dreaming for this moment for the past few days, upcoming to today. So today's going to be very beautiful. Actually, I'm going to try to share my screen so every single person can see my screen pretty much. All right. So I'll be sharing my screen, and Victor will make sure that it's visible to all. All right. All right. Let's see how this works. So Victory, do me a favor. Make sure that my screen is being presented. Awesome. And also send me the link to the YouTube so I can follow along with everybody's comment at the same time. All right. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much. So good evening, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. with you guys today for this very beautiful moment. Right? So, in this live session, which we're having today, every single one of you are going to discover how you can land your first $1,000 remote job working for foreign clients. How to land your first $1,000 remote job working for foreign clients. You see, I want every single one of you who is here today to give full attention and full focus to every single thing you're going to learn today, because pretty much the information you're learning is something that took me about 5 years to figure out, right? Thousands of dollars spent, countless rejections to discover every single thing that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today and tomorrow. Right, so I want you guys to do me a favor. Take out every single distraction you currently have. Maybe you are on your devices, you're TikToking at the same time listening to the sound of my voice right now. I want you to cut that out. Have your pen, have your notepad in front of you right now, and give your full attention to me for the next 2 hours. All right? All right, good. Now, if you pay close enough attention to all the information that we're going to be sharing today, I can tell you for free that it's going to be a start of a very profitable 2025 for you. Now, why am I so confident? Because you guys are pretty much not the first person that myself and Victory are sharing this information with. And every single person who has benefited from this webinar, just like you are going to be benefiting today, has come back at some point in the future to say, wow, this changed everything for me. And I can tell you that if you pay close attention, it's going to do the same for you right now. And it doesn't matter if you've tried many other things in the past, you've tried to make money online before, you've tried to make dollars here and there, but it's not been working for you. You've tried to work so hard, but for some reason, it's not been working for you. You've tried to apply to different companies here and there to give you better paying jobs. It's not been working for you. And maybe at this moment, you're stuck with stressful Nigerian companies that want to use all your energy and still they won't pay you enough. If this is happening to you right now and you've told yourself that, you know what, maybe this is just not for me. Maybe I'm doomed to the life I'm currently living. Maybe this whole idea of making dollars, $1,000 working for international people and stuff like that, maybe it's really not for me. And then you resign to fate. If this is you, then I need you to pay close attention, because every single thing we're going to be sharing with you today is going to change things for you. And that's very, very key. Because believe it or not, every single one of us right now are living in Nigeria. And we understand the situation of things in Nigeria. Everything is skyrocketing. Those of us who live alone understand what it means to actually pay rent and maybe stock their houses. You know that every single day you're going out, it's almost as if price of things are shooting off the roof, pretty much. And then what is even nastier is that people who have jobs, they are not even getting paid more money to counterbalance the effect of inflation the way we have it in Nigeria right now. And what's even worse, you have people going to school, spending millions of naira on schools and everything, and then they graduate from the school sector, and yet they are unable to land proper paying jobs. Right? People get degrees, master's degrees, even PhDs, and yes, they are unable to get jobs that actually match the amount of effort that they put in. You know, I think even recently the younger generation are beginning to lose faith in the education system the way we have it in Nigeria, to the point where JAM results were just recently released, and if you've been following up with what's happening, you saw that it was a mass failure rate. Why is all of this things happening? Terrible economy, terrible everything. And you are experiencing this too. Rent is increasing. If you have a car, you know that buying petrol is quite expensive. Food costs, everything is shooting off the roof. You have crashing naira rates in the midst of all of this whole thing. You are basically making naira, you're making your small naira, and everything is going up because of the dollar. Everything is getting really, really nasty for you. Everybody's finding this like really, really, really crazy, right? And I mean, this is one of my friends who said this. He was like, you know what, in Nigeria right now, cost of living wants to kill the living. This is practically the situation of Nigerians right now, right? Now, for most people, because of what is happening, they've started thinking that, you know what, we can't just continue to manage status quo. We have to find a plan B, right? So which of these has quietly become your plan B? Now, look at these options. Maybe one of them matches with you. For some people, it's become, I want to get a better paying job, right? Some people will be like, maybe I'll get a job in the oil and gas industry, or get a job in the big four, something, or this or that. You know, basically a better paying job that will give you more money. That's some people's plan B, pretty much, right? Probably that's yours, right? For some other persons, they'll be like, you know what, I'm going to try to save up and japa and just leave this Nigeria to do whatever I want to do. Yeah. But then you think about it, you see the way economy is and everything, and you say you want to save up to japa. It's very, very difficult. Some people now, they are stuck with the only reality of going to borrow money to japa. And that alone is crazy. Option 2, plan B. For some other persons, they'll be like, you know, I'm off with all of this game. I'm just going to try my luck, and maybe I will do and try and get one or two odds on Sporty Bet or something, and probably I'm going to change my life. Right? When I was in school, we used to have many of my classmates then do this whole sport betting thing. In fact, there's this guy I remember that he always has, not just one time, very, very long betting slip. It's like he wants to use 100 naira to win $1 million. Like, it's funny. But this is the reality of many people today. This is the only thing that they think probably will give them a saving grace, right? For some other persons, it's like, you know what? I'm going to try my hands on sugar daddies or get sponsors or do hookups or maybe even do fraud. Why are they thinking about this? Because it's almost as if there is no option to counterbalance the effects of the economy on them right now. Now, the option 5 is even the most terrible one. For some people, they've stopped trying. You know what? They are so overwhelmed by every single thing that is happening that they've told themselves that, you know what? I'm just going to give up. Nothing is working. I'm just going to give up. No option B. I'm just going to stop trying. Which of these do you currently resonate with? But you see, in the face of all of these crazy things happening, we still have Nigerians that are thriving. And I can tell you for free because I'm one of them. And a few persons in my circle too are also one of these persons. In fact, this is one of my students who very recently told us about a deal he closed, which is about a $500 deal, which is current Nigerian currency is way over 750,000 naira. And this is just one of the multiple deals that this young man, who is just 25 years, closed every single month. It does around $1,500 every month. And if you do a calculation in terms of Nigerian currency, right now, 1,500 times 1,550, that is over 2.3 million naira every single month. Even in the face of all of this happening, this 25-year-old man is making a killing. Pretty much. Yeah? Now, the quick question is this. For every single person right now, hearing my voice right now, who has seen every single thing happen in Nigeria, who has seen terrible economy, who has seen the crashing naira rates, who has seen the rising cost of goods and services, who has seen the rising cost of petrol, and you are at a point where you are almost overwhelmed. So who here right now, today, listen to the sound of my voice, would like to increase his income with at least $1,000 in 2025 per month? If you can hear me right now and you would like to increase your income to at least $1,000, which is like 1.5 million naira a month in 2025, I want you to comment me on the comment section. Claim it for yourself right now. Like, I want to start getting in the spirit of realizing that it's possible. So if you are here right now and you want to make at least $1,000 in a month, which is like 1.5 million naira every single month, at least in 2025, I want you to drop a me. Shout it, me. I want to do this in 2025. Drop a comment. I can't see your comments though, but I'm sure Victory can say it. All right. If you want to do this, give us a me in the comment section. All right. Now, that question aside, this is something I want you guys to think deeply about. The next one. If you made an extra $1,000 monthly this year, 2025, extra $1,000 every single month, what would you do with it? I want you to think about it for a few minutes. What would you do with it? If you made an extra $1,000, an extra 1.5 million naira every single month, beginning this month of May, next month, June, July, like that, you're making an extra $1,000 every single month. What would you do with it? And how would it change the quality of your life right now? What would it do for your family? What will it do for you? What will it do for the standard of living the way you currently have it right now? What will it do for the future the way you've planned it in your head? One of my students, again, did his first $1,000, and I told him, congratulations. He was so excited. This same person has, from this point, which was January this year, gone even forward to do multiple $1,000 deals even more. And his life, the dream image he already has, is beginning to see some ideas coming to fusion. So for you now, if you are able to do the same thing that this young man has done, what effects would it have on the quality of your life right now? Because the truth is, every single person wants more money. Every single person wants to make millions of naira every single month. They want to make more. But the big question that many Nigerians have been struggling to find an answer to is how? Okay, just as your students are doing it, fine. You're doing it, fine. Okay, I want to do it too. I want to make $1,000 every month. But the question is, how? I'll show you. But there's one thing I want every single one of you to know right now. You are not crazy for wanting more. The reason why most of you are stuck right now is not because you're not smart enough. It's actually because you currently do not have a system that you can use that actually works for you. Not a system that only sounds good on paper. Not a system that's going to leave you in more debt and disappointment. Not a system that requires you to bring one or two persons for you to make money. Not a system that requires you to sell stuff, affiliate marketing that you are probably not interested in. No, you have lots of these things flying around, but you have been unable to find one that works for you as a person. That is the issue that many people face. And that is why myself and my team, we've created our own special, unique future that is designed for people just like yourself. Everyday Nigerians who are tired of surviving and they are ready to start making things happen for themselves. All right. Now, this is just a few persons who are just like you, have been struggling for the most part of their lives, but now they are beginning to do really well. This dude is able to start closing deals way over $600 per month. This other person did, in the month of December just here, did way over 4.5 million naira in a single month. And it's just in his 20s, pretty much. So these people are able to freaking do it using the same system, and I'm going to show you. But then the quick question is, why am I sharing this? And who exactly am I? You probably have never seen me before. And why should you pay attention to anything that I'm going to be telling you today? Well, this is me. My name is Justice Ejimemu. And I don't know if you guys know what a copywriter is, but I'm an email copywriter. What do I do as an email copywriter? I write simple emails for businesses all over the world, mostly businesses in Europe and US, companies who are in the SaaS field. Now, when I say SaaS, I mean software as a service. So basically, these companies, they are tech companies that create software and then they sell, pretty much, you understand? So I write emails to sell these products. And I also support coaches and course creators in the international sphere. And over the past 4 years, I've helped multiple of my clients to hit over 6 and 7 figures in dollars. I'm talking about profits now. I'm not talking about revenue, right? You know, I got so good at what I do in terms of closing clients that even one of the companies I was able to close even onboarded me to start closing deals for them. And in the time period I actually worked with them directly, we made over $397,000. Right. And even beyond that point, indirect efforts for myself and my team, we did well almost $1 million pretty much at the start. Right. And then at the same time, I also own a company in Nigeria called Northside Enterprises. What we do is we invest in shortlists. You know what shortlist is? Airbnbs, Lagos, and Abuja and Port Harcourt and James. So we do investments across these own natures pretty much. So this is me, Justice Ejimemu. But then the crazy thing is, this person you're seeing today, who is an email copywriter, who works with businesses in the US, businesses in Europe, and have done way over 6 or 7 figures for them, manage client outreach, client acquisition, closing clients, basically using the same idea I'm going to be showing you guys today, and made multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars for these businesses. I did not start like this. I wasn't even born like this, right? Because I mean, this is me, like few years back, right? And I'm going to be honest with every single one of you, yeah? I didn't particularly have a grass to grace story in the way many people talk about it, in terms of, oh, I was struggling, I was living in the mud house, I was this, I was that. Not exactly so, right? What I had was a family who was just managing, but then at the same time, I was the firstborn son, and I had to figure things out for myself fast. So my case was actually very, very unique, right? So sometime in 2020, during the time when COVID was at its peak, yeah, so there was, the whole break. I was out of school and everything, so I was at home. Typically, my parents usually give me monthly stipend when I was in university, but now we were not in session. I was in the house. I was the first child. I was there. I realized at some point that I couldn't keep going to my parents for money every single time. I didn't even have money to buy data and stuff, right? So I was at home. I was broke. Money wasn't coming in. I couldn't do anything. And I had big dreams for myself. All right. So I had a friend, a lady actually, who was very, very interested in this whole unquote skills thing. And it was through her I got to learn about something called high income skills. Yeah. So she was telling me about it at the time. I was like, okay, good. And they were like, okay, this kind of skills, they are high income skills. You can make lots of money. Companies in US, companies in Europe can pay you top dollars for it. I was very curious, right? So I learned how to edit video editor pretty much. And I was like super amped, like super excited, like, okay, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to make lots of money. But the crazy thing is, I got to realize real fast why they say Nigerian clients are very, very terrible people. Of course, this is a good skill, but then I was getting the kind of clients that were stressing my life. So it was so bad that at the time, I couldn't even get clients as much. I had to go into the marketplaces and look for big shops and tell them that, you know what, I'm going to create advert videos for you people that you can use to put on your WhatsApp or your Facebook and get more customers and stuff. I just had to come up with something because it was difficult to get clients. I mean, I had a skill, but I was not making any money for it. I had a big problem. In fact, in a month, I couldn't even make over 100,000 naira, like pretty much. And it was a lot to wrap my head around. Why? Because I was seeing people who had my same kind of skill doing crazy amount of figures. So what did I do? I was like, okay, fine. Let me see. I'll go to work with more businesses, right? In fact, it was so bad at this time when I went to the market to look for people that would give me money for their stuff. I was charging them around $2,500, 2,500 naira. I'm talking to some dollars these days. 2,500 naira for a video, and they will price me. And at the point, they will end up paying 1,500 after multiple revisions. So think about it. How many people don't want to work with to make over 100K? It was a lot. Lots of clients at the same time, lots of revisions, lots of everything, too much wahala. At the time, I was burnt out. I was frustrated. It didn't make any sense. In fact, at the same time, I was like, you know what? I was going to end up getting a job. And I went to get a teaching job. Teaching job was even crazier. I would go to work and I go in late. They'll pay me around 30,000 naira in a month. Any single day I come in late, they're going to take out 1.5 from my salary. So sometimes you see at the end of the month, instead of getting my 30,000 naira, I end up getting under 20K, which was like a lot of crazy stuff. It was actually very, very annoying. I'm not going to lie to you, right? You see, these experiences for me, it made me start asking one question over and over again. It's possible that you've been asking the same question too, and that is, what is the easiest and most reliable way for the common Nigerian to increase his earnings? What is the easiest and most reliable way for the common Nigerian to increase his earnings? And what is the safest way to protect yourself from the effects of the economy and the weak naira? I want you guys to tell me what you think. This is supposed to be an engaging session. So if you have an answer to this, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I would like to see it at some point. What do you think is the easiest and most reliable way for the common Nigerian to increase his earnings? And what's the safest way to protect yourself from the effects of the economy and the weak naira? These were the questions that kept on going over and over and over again in my head. But this was the answer. It wasn't by doing more work for clients. It wasn't by killing myself taking up multiple low-paying jobs, but it was by going up the ladder, jumping over the table, going beyond the regular status quo, and start earning not in naira, but started earning in dollars. And that was what changed it for me. And move on from that point to the point where I started making multiple thousands of dollars every single month. These are a few of my, credit checks and stuff like that. You see, in this month, I went from this young man who was struggling, who was going through a lot of stress, and to the point where I was so slim, I was so lean, food was not even staying in my body at all at that point in time, to the point where I was making this much amount of money every single month, and on it went. So if maybe you're asking this question right now, that is it really possible to make over $1,000 from a total cost like Nigeria? This is my experience. This is my story. But now, I'm the kind of dude that likes enjoying my money. And as a function of this change in shift, I've been able to do many of the things I actually enjoy. And I'm going to tell you how you can do the same thing too. I like traveling. And these are a few places I've been to. As a function of this new exposure, this new perspective, and this new shift in operating game, I've been able to do many beautiful things also, including getting married to the love of my life. Yeah, that was a picture of us there. Anyways, this also a few of some of my colleagues. This person right here, you can see on the screen, did over $400 every single month. Is working less than 30 minutes a day, and is making $400 monthly from it. Do the maths and see how much that is in naira. This is yet another person. This is the transaction from April, January, February, March, April, April 2025, and it did over $1,200 gig. Let's do some small math. I like doing some small calculations sometimes. 1229 times 1550, that is 1.9 million naira. This dude is in his 20s. And on it goes. A few of my other students, $1,000 here, $500 here, 4.5 million naira here, and on it goes. So just in case you've been asking this question in your head, you probably already have the answer by now. Is it really possible to make over $1,000 monthly operating from a third world country like Nigeria? The answer to this question is a resounding yes. But how do you make it possible for yourself? This takes you to the next game, which I'm about to show you right now. How can you also start getting paid in dollars? The three-step process to landing foreign dollar paying jobs. There are three games. If you master these three games, everything is going to start being easy like clockwork. But first, At the end of this webinar series, if you pay attention for today and tomorrow, it's going to be a 2-day thing. We're going to go 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow. You're going to receive at the end an opportunity for you to use our in-house developed methods to join a small group of current winners to start attracting clients every single month. What we do is we do regular 30-day challenges so that everybody's on their toes and work together as a team to close clients and make money. So if you pay close attention and learn the principles that we are going to be sharing with you over today and tomorrow, then you can get access to this opportunity to join my small team and start making money every single month like Upwork. While myself, Victory, and my team give you a small just support and guidance as you need over the next 30 days. The idea is 30-day live action challenge till you land your first $1,000 client with our proven process, system, and results-oriented game. Okay? So now, the 3-step process to landing foreign dollar paying jobs. This is the first game, right? I want you guys to probably take some notes at this point. This is the first thing that you need to have for yourself. Number 1, you need to have something valuable that you can offer to clients who can pay you in dollars. This is very, very important. Something valuable that you can offer to clients who can pay you in dollars. Now, what do I mean exactly? Now, this something valuable now, it can actually be maybe, see, there's this person, this client here that can pay you in dollars. But now, this client has a problem. And you can solve the problem for that client. Or this client has a need and you can come in to create a solution for that need. What do I mean? Let's say, for example, now, but Mr. A, who is your client now, possibly, who has a business in Europe or has a business in US or something like that. This person has a business, quite all right. And now this person is losing $10,000 that, ordinarily, he would not want to lose that amount of money. But then there's you who can give him something that will make him to stop losing that much money in a month. And then you tell him that, I'm going to solve this problem for you. All you have to do for me is pay me $1,000 and I'll solve it for you every single month. The person will be like, yeah, sure. It's a no-brainer. There it is. A problem is solved. Or let's say this person knows that, this business that he has, I can be making an extra $10,000 every month. But he's not making it. And he says that this business has the potential. And then there is you who possesses the technical know-how to implement what will make the business take advantage of those opportunities and start making that extra $10,000. And it's not a person that the only money you need to pay me every single month to be doing this for you is $1,000. It's a no-brainer. The person's going to pay you. All right? That is it. When I say you need to have something that you can offer to these people, a problem you solve or a solution that you can provide. Everybody knows this. But then something that many people fail to know, which for me, I think is the most important one, is that an experience that you can provide. I will explain more about this as we go about it, okay? But this is a fundamental principle, right? The idea behind money, back in the days when money was formed, it was a means of exchange. You want something, you give somebody something in exchange for that something that you want. If, for example, now you are a fisherman and then you want yam to add with your fish to make pepper soup, what you do is you go and meet the farmer and tell him that, I want yam and I have fish. The person will be like, okay, cool. Give me fish and I give you yam, right? So let's say the person gave you small yam and you're giving the person many fish. You say, no. This yam does not match the fish that I'm giving you. Basically, that is how it works. So there have to be a good amount of perception. So if these people perceive that this value or this problem that you can solve for me has enough value for me, then it can give you as much money as you ask from the person. And this is where many people from Nigeria struggle. How do they have something that has a value that is high enough in the eyes of people in the US, in the eyes of people in Europe, that they are willing to pay top dollar for and not collect chicken change? That is where many people struggle. And I'm going to solve every single one of this for you. But first and first, the way you can have a value that you can provide right here is by having something called skills. Skills is what you can use to solve these problems for them. Skills. Pretty much. Now, there are many skills flying around. When you go on social media and everything, you see things like data analysis, you see things like software engineering, you see things like cybersecurity, there's something in Web3, there's something here, there's something there. Many things flying around. And the problem is, many people get confused. But if you ask me now, maybe I just spoke on Monster and you say, Justice, what's the skill I can learn and start making money as fast as possible? I will tell you, off the top of my head, email copywriting. Why do I say email copywriter? You might think, okay, Justice bias because he's an email copywriter. Maybe, but that is also going to be because I've seen what happens in the industry. I've tested the money. I have lots of people who have tested the money, and I know you can test the money too. And it's very, very easy to get into, pretty much. There is a shorter learning curve when it comes to skills like that, and the demand is insanely high. And also, you make your service is directly tied with revenue. The more money this business is making, you can even be earning a percentage of that deal. Let's say your business is earning. I've worked with businesses earning over $1 million in a month. Let's say you're working with a business such as that, and you're getting, even if it's a tiny percentage of their revenue as a function of the work you do to them for them, dude, that's a lot of money for you, pretty much. And this skill has quicker results and impact in every single businesses all around the world. So it's very, very easy for you to break in. So that's why I always recommend it to anybody who is confused. Like, okay, fine, Justin, you said I have to have a value I can provide. What is that skill I can learn? I will tell you off the top of my head, email copywriting. There are a few others, but yeah, there you have it. In fact, I got it just off the internet the other day. A few roles I just stumbled upon for a copywriter. And you can see over $60,000 to $75,000 every single month. This one is 60 to 65 every single year, rather. This is $60,000 to $75,000 in a year. Do the conversion and you see that, okay, this can actually change your life. All right. So that is why I actually recommend this. So again, 3 steps process. Step number 1, let's go back to it so we don't forget. Step number 1, have something valuable that you can offer to clients who can pay you in dollars. That is very, very important. That's the first step that you need to have in your bag. So do you have that step in your bag? If you have it, if you don't have it, I have a solution for you if you don't have it. But if you have it, awesome. Okay. Now, step number 2 is this. Find the right people who need it enough to be willing to pay for it. You see, I mark this thing in red because it's very, very key. You see, with many Nigerians, when they say they want to work for people in the foreign worlds, business internationally and stuff like that, 2 things come to their head most times, and that is Fiverr and Upwork. I've tested these 2 platforms. Some of you probably have tested it too. Even if you haven't, maybe this is your first time in this whole field. It's awesome. It's okay. But then I've tested this. And I will tell you for free that most of these online platforms where you go and start to look for a job here and there, they have issues. This is what I mean. Like a platform like Upwork, you have to use your money to buy connects. They will give you some connects quite obviously, but it will finish. And then you have to use the money to buy connects. So you use your small cash that you have, and then you buy connects. But the crazy thing about online job platforms like this is that competition is insane. Competition is insane. It's very, very insane to the point where you even have people that are not even good at that stuff. They'll be coming there to apply for the roles, and they'll be charging very, very meager peanuts. Meager money. Let's say that something that they will normally do for $1,000, somebody will just come from one place in India or Pakistan and say they will do that same thing for $10, and then they will still trying to make a living, and you will go and kill yourself to compete with people like that. So you see, it's almost like those hookup girls you see on the road in some of these top Port Harcourt cities, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, top cities like that. You see them standing on the road. You know what I'm talking about. They'll be posing, setting, and their customers will be coming to look at them. They will go, they will call one, they will price. That's how people are on most of these platforms. Going there to advertise their wares, setting themselves, posing, and maybe one client will just sit down and say, okay, let me employ you. And then they'll be pricing them chicken change. That is the terrible thing about most of these platforms. And that is why when you ask me about finding the right people who need your services enough, I would never always recommend these platforms. I have my own game, which I'm going to be showing you when I say, this is it. Think like a Yahoo boy. I will tell you how that works. Okay? This is how I play my game, right? I don't go about finding fishes or finding clients or finding businesses that will need my value, that need my service, the way many Nigerians go about doing it. I rather do it something which I call the Yahoo boy method. I don't like Yahoo boys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for Yahoo boy, but there's something I want you guys to learn from the way the Yahoo boys do their thing. Because believe it or not, you guys have something similar ongoing for you. The Yahoo guy wants to get international people, US clients that he can scam and eat their money. Of course, clients that have money. And then there is you who has a form of value that you can provide, and you want to get international clients, US clients, European clients that have money and eat their money. The difference now is the Yahoo boy is trying to scam people, but you don't want to scam people, but you want to actually help people by solving a problem for them or giving them an experience. So how does this Yahoo boy method work? What I use, that is my own game. I'm going to tell you now. This is how it works, right? So look at this. It works with you, first of all, understanding that, okay, good. We've itemized that to get money, there has to be something you can do for these people. It's solving a problem for them, or removing obstacles for them, or giving them an experience, okay? So start with, okay, which kind of people do you want to help? Which kind of businesses do you want to help? There are many businesses all over the world, in the US, in the Europe, and likes of them, many of them. The Yahoo guy knows that, okay, I want to scam women that are searching for love. Women that are in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s. They have children who are grown, they are lonely, they don't have love, they lack romance in their life, and so I can come in there and scam them. Some that will say they want to go after gaming. Different people and what they want. Some of these people are so nasty in their narrowing down approach. So there's you who wants to make money. So you have to know what kind of businesses do you want to help. It's very, very key, right? So I tell my students every single time, okay, fine. Do you want to help businesses in tech field? Do you want to help businesses in coaching field? Do you want to help businesses in e-commerce field? Do you want to help businesses in this field or that field? So you have to know that. How do you get this clarity? There's something which we have in this document, which I'll be giving you guys access to if you get into that our small circle of people later, which we've called the 360 ID client framework. This helps you to narrow down what the kind of businesses in the US and Europe that needs you and that you can go in to take their money as a function of what you can do for them. Okay, but then first thing first, you need to know who you want to help. It is very, very key. So now, when you know, okay, fine, these are the kind of people I want to help, then the next thing in your head becomes, what are they really looking for? Okay, now you know, fine, I want to help business in the coaching field, or I want to help business in e-commerce. Fine, what are people in this field actually searching for? Right? I told you guys that for me, I work with people in two niches alone. People in the coaching, international coaching. I don't work with Nigerian coaches. I'm telling you for free. International coaches because they make lots of money and then they can pay me lots of money, right? International coaches, and then we have SaaS field. SaaS is software as a service. Tech companies that launch softwares. Those are the people I work with. So for me, I start telling myself that, okay, good. If I want to work with this kind of people now, the thing is, where do I find them? The way I find them is by knowing what they are looking for. Because think about it. If you are a leopard, I think this is a leopard or a cheetah, just like this you see in front of my screen right now, is a predator, which is what you are. And then you are trying to catch a prey. You have to very well know the kind of prey that you are trying to catch. Like say, okay, fine, you are going after kangaroos, they're good. You know, okay, this is where you can actually find kangaroos. They like to eat grass. So you go and aim for them around where grasses are because they'll be there probably eating or something. That is what I do too. I ask myself that, fine, what are my fishes? I like calling them fishes. Business I want to help, what are they looking for? Now, let's take coaching industry for an example. Somebody who is working in the coaching industry will probably be looking for how he or she can make more money as a coach, or how he or she can actually sell more products. Okay? Now, this is why I do it. There's something called SEO Gambit. I'll show you real soon. So when I know that, fine, this is what my clients are looking for. Maybe they want to get more sales, they want to get better branding, they want to get stronger online presence. These are pain points. These are things that they are looking for. So I start asking myself that, fine, good. Because of this thing that they are looking for, what can it tell me about where to find them? So I don't go on places like Upwork or Fiverr. No, I start thinking as a function of what these people are looking for, where would they possibly be online? Now let me tell you something for free. These people, they are mostly on forums, different places online, searching for solutions to the things that they are looking for. What do I mean? If maybe there is you now who wants to learn how to make top dollars online, one thing you could possibly do is you go online on Google and you search, how can I make $1,000 every single month? That is one thing you could possibly do. So these people now who are in the coaching, who are coaches and stuff internationally, they're probably thinking, how can I create a coaching funnel? A coaching funnel is like a website where people that want to buy their product can go through and all, pretty much. So I know that, fine, these persons, they are not professionals. They're probably thinking, how can they do this? How can they do this? And where will they go to look for the solution to this? Online. They go to Google. But these days, in fact, people don't go to places like Google as much. They go to places like TikTok, SEO Gambits. This is a new game. As they go to places like TikTok or places like YouTube to look for solutions to their problem. And what happens is that they will go there and they will see a video or something that talks about whatever they are currently going through, and then they will go in and drop comments. When they drop comments, I've started finding them. I will explain what I mean using this stuff we've called the backdoor finder strategy. So I'm going to be sharing another of my screen right now. I use two screens on my monitor. I have two screens. I have a monitor, I have my laptop. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen so I can share my other screen and tell you exactly what I mean when I say finding these fishes, these businesses using this other backdoor game by knowing what they're looking for. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to share my screen right now. So Victory, do this for me, please. Yeah? Make sure that my other screen is showing. Okay? You do it for me. Make sure that I have another screen showing right now. So please make sure that is showing. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Good. So you see, I did something very, very, very interesting when I was preparing for your call today, right? So I just came online here and I did a search. How to build coaching funnel. Because I recall that people who are coaches in the US and stuff, this is something they probably will be thinking about. How to build coaching funnel. If by mistake you cannot see my screen, this is what you need to do. Put your phone on landscape mode just like this, right? And you can now put two fingers on your screen and zoom in like this. So when you do that, like this, it can let you to zoom into the part of the screen you want to see clearer. All right. And if by peradventure the resolution of your screen is very, very slow or low, maybe it's blurry and stuff, on your YouTube there, click on the settings icon, go to the place where you have resolution and increase it to a higher resolution, and that will solve it for you. All right. So that is it. So I did a search, like a very, very simple search, and I started seeing different kind of stuff. Like, just look at this one here. I'm going to see if maybe I can even zoom in from this point so that, I'm going to make the work easy. So you see this one now, yeah? This one has make your course sell like crazy. Of course, someone who is a coach who has come in here to search for something like this probably wants to click on this. Look at this one. My favorite strategy to getting your first coaching clients and stuff like that. On and on, different kind of stuff. So what I do is I look for videos with high engagement, right? And I just go in to click on it. This one does not look like English, but let me try it, right? Let me try. You see, you got to look here. Look at this person. This person has a business, digipods by this, but the person does not even know what the funnel is. And then there is me, who is a marketing person that knows what that is. And I am really coming to help this person. Pretty much. These people, they are now looking for templates to build this stuff for themselves. These are potential businesses that I can come in here to help. This one is even shouting, I'm interested. This one says, I'm really confused with funnel designing. Is this a template already available and stuff like that? Now, let's say you have somebody who has a skill who can design funnels for people like this, coaches in the US and stuff like that, and you have somebody like who's already telling you that it's confused and stuff. This is somebody who is someone for you to come and help. This is someone for you to come and help and make money off. Pretty much. This is just a rough example. So that's how I just did it. I just clicked on them and I was just, perusing and looking at the comment section. But then there is something recently that I haven't showed to my people. Besides looking at the comment section and finding people that will be here complaining and telling you about, okay, good, I want to do this. Look at this person. I want to do this, but I'm afraid to be perceived low value. I've been here for 3 years and I've coached before, but now I've switched niche and I have 0 clients. What is the best way to do it? There is you who is a copywriter. There is you who is a marketing person who has the skills to help these people to sell out their programs. And this person is already telling you that, oh, I have this issue here and there, and I don't know how to go about it. This is somebody who you can go in and close and catch the person and get the person to pay you money. By tomorrow, I will show you how to go from the point where you start finding businesses using this backdoor method to the point where you can start selling to them and get them to pay you thousands of dollars for you to solve their problems for them. Okay? Even if you are not 100% an expert yet. Look at this one. He's already even saying, how can I find a business coach? Why does he need a business coach? Because he wants to learn how to sell his stuff even better. And then you can come in and tell him that, see, I can create your funnel for you and build this whole thing out for you if you have the set of skills. One of my students did this and he was able to sell out built a funnel for somebody in the US. The person is even a fitness coach. When I say fitness coach, it teaches people how to stay fit, do exercise and stuff. So he builds out the funnel for the person and the person paid him $1,500 for it. Easy game, simple game. Simple game. So this one now is telling you that, thank you for your honesty. I'm new in the coaching field. Is already telling you that, oh, I'm new. I don't have experience. And if you have the skills, you can come in here to help this person. These people are just lying around. In fact, let me tell you one other thing I stumbled upon, and that is the use of hashtags. You see all these live coaching tips, coaching businesses. These are some of the hashtags that can connect you with what your coaches are probably searching for. So what I've done is I've opened up a few of them, and I did that, and I opened some select videos from them, like this one right here. This one right here, which is talking about things to focus on when going your coaching businesses. I know that coaches will be here. That is the idea. And when I come in here, I just start seeing the coaches. Look at this one. It says this is really helpful. How do you find clients consistently at the start of your business building? This is somebody I can help with my marketing experience to getting sales and start making money. This is that other person will find in the other place. Remember the name, Big Bang Brit. I remember the name. She's here again. This is another one. It says I'm starting my second coaching business. I'm ready to build. This is another one. You see them on and on it goes. There are many. They're already shouting and telling that, hey, I need your help. I need you to come and solve my problem for me. And if you are a copywriter, if you are somebody who is skilled in marketing, you are someone who can solve these things for them. Even if you are a graphic designer, for some of you already have skills, you can come in here and look at this people's profile and look at their business profile and start seeing, okay, what are some of the things, or what are some of the things I can improve on design wise or website wise for this set of persons. These are some of the things you can actually take note of to sell these people better. In fact, beyond using TikTok for this whole game, you see, I have lots of them here, lots of them that I've opened up. But for the essence of time, I can't actually go through every single one of them. But on your own, all you have to do is simple. Whatever skill you probably currently have, ask yourself, okay, fine. Let's say I want to help people in this industry with my skill. What are these people probably searching for? So you come on TikTok and you search. If you are somebody that helps people in e-commerce, you're an e-commerce expert, a Shopify expert, what I could do is, I know that people who have businesses selling products, they'll be thinking, how can they find winning products that they can sell? That is what I did here. I have to find winning products. And I did a search. When I did a search, what you just do is simple again. Look for the one with high engagement. You see this man here, he has over 51K likes. I will click on the store. When I look at the comment section, this one is already saying I need traffic in my store. Let's say you are somebody that knows how to run ads. This is a fish for you. If you have that skill, this is a business you can come in and help. This one says, I need more sales. This is somebody that come in and help. This one says, I need help in my store SEO. And you are an SEO expert. SEO means search engine optimization. That's the skill on its own, right? This is somebody you can come in and help. This one says, I need help to set up. All of these people are people in international countries. They have top dollars that they can pay you for. In these countries, people can go out there and have dinner, luxury dinner for over $1,000. And that same $1,000 can change your own life. So you see, all of these businesses are all here for you to take. Now, let's say, for example, now let's stop looking at business and business alone. Let's say tech. No, Nigerians, we like efficiency things. And recently, people have become too efficiency-oriented towards people in tech. I have something interesting too that I used to search. Again, I don't depend on Upwork and Fiverr. I don't depend on using my way to buy connects and competing with people, setting a safe, and at the end of the day, people come and be pricing. You know, I gotta go and find these fishes shouting and telling me that, oh, I need help. They have already done the work for me. It's easy to go in there and now get their money. Very easy. Now, this is something I do on LinkedIn. Is there anybody here that does not know what LinkedIn is? I don't think there's anyone here that doesn't know what LinkedIn is. You guys know what LinkedIn is now, so. I'm sure you do. But now, just in case you don't know what LinkedIn is social media for professionals, right? People who have jobs, or people who are career people, business and stuff. That is their social media. Right, they don't go in there and do anyhow. They go in there and they act touche, talk about their stuff and everything. I don't take LinkedIn as serious again. I have even a separate account apart from my personal account for our business LinkedIn, but I won't show you that one because I don't want anybody to go and be looking for me there yet, except my people. In any case, this is a game I use on LinkedIn if I want to target my skill to tech industry. Let's say you have skills like copywriter, product designer, UI UX designer, software engineer, and stuff like that. And you want to find people or businesses you can help. And you don't want to go and be spending money on Upwork and Fiverr that does not have guarantee. All you do is simple. There is something I do, which is a bowling search, right? This is this right here on top of my screen. Let me see if I can zoom in. Command and plus. Can you see this bowling search on top of my screen? Again, if you can't see my screen very clearly, all you have to do is simple. Put your phone like this on landscape mode, and put your two hands and stretch it. It will zoom in for you, okay? Easy peasy. So this is something I do. This bowling search, I do founder and put a quotation mark where hiring, right? Why I do founder is because I want to find founders that are hiring. Real life people that are actively hiring. And then I'll go and check out their stuff and see, okay, fine. Do I have a skill that I can come in here and sell to them and get them to pay me money? Because if somebody is hiring, that means they have budget set aside to get more people in their team to make them more money. Because there's only one reason people want to hire more staff in the US and in Europe, because they want an improvement on their team, improvement on their product. They want to get people that can get them faster acceleration towards their vision. And if you are that person who is skilled enough, then you can fit in here using my backdoor strategy, which I will show you cumulatively tomorrow. Okay? But now let's find these people. Easy peasy. So what you do is just do that search and you enter here like this. What you start seeing is you start seeing founders who are currently hiring. This one is recruiting in sales and stuff. You can come in here to search, right? This one is in Paris, right? You see this one and all. This one is even in actively recruiting On and on it goes. See different stuff that they're hiring and stuff like that. And then you go in and look for the one that matches with your skill set. Okay? Matching with your skill set is very, very easy to do. In fact, if you want to select it to just people that are actively hiring, all you have to do is click on people, right? And then it shows you this. And then you see you are seeing some from Nigeria, but you don't want Nigeria. What you do is you come on locations and you click on United States if you want United States alone, right? And then when you've done that, you do click on show results, right? So now what you start seeing is founders in the US who are actively hiring. Founders in the US who are actively hiring. You see it here. We are hiring and stuff. So these people, they want to improve their team. And if you have the skills that you can use my other side of the game to sell them, you can get in and start making thousands of dollars in a month. Many of my students have used this game. Okay? For the end of time, I want you guys to, on your own, go in there and try it. In fact, here's an added trick you can use. Go in, don't just do founder and we are hiring, add your skill. Look at this one, I added and copywriter. What do you start seeing? You start seeing copywriting, people who are hiring for copywriters. That's what you have here, right? And then you start seeing even job. This one is looking for a senior content strategist and stuff. You can go in and check it out later if you have the skills for it. If you don't, something I'll be showing you tomorrow, if you get access to our circle, we have an already curated skills that you can use to start taking advantage of these things immediately. Okay, I'll tell you more about that one tomorrow. Okay, so this lady, she's hiring, even this is looking for a junior copywriter. Forget about the time that this thing was posted. I will show you how to use our game to still enter regardless. Okay, on and on it goes. This one is looking for copywriter, content creator. On and on it goes. Different content and stuff. Again, if you want it to just be people who are looking for these things themselves, click on people, right? And if you want to select a particular location, you can put the location. If you want Australia, all you have to do is Australia. Me, I'm a fan of the US because US, they pay more. I don't even like UK clients as much these days. UK clients, they don't pay as much as clients from the US because their economy is not the same. To be honest with you, this is an industry secret I just shared with you right now. Okay, but I mean, starting out, this is something you can play around with. Australia is a very, very small country, so you can even play around with countries like this that people are not even paying attention to. Places like Dubai. I won't play around with places like Dubai. Many people are not probably looking at this, and then you can go in and get their cash. Okay, so this is something you can actually actively do and make lots of money from. All right. Okay, so this is my bowling search game. We're hiring and your skill set. Founder, we are hiring and your skill sets. That is something you should do. However, I have something else which can give you exclusive insider to companies in tech that currently have money. You don't have to even wonder whether do these people have money or not. How do I do this? I don't know if there's anybody here that knows what they call Y Combinator. People who have some small tech knowledge probably know what I'm talking about. Is there anybody here? Please drop a comment. Let's be engaging, right? Is there anybody here that knows what they call Y Combinator? Y Combinator, anyone? If you do know Y Combinator, say yes, I know Y Combinator, or just say yeah, me, I know it, right? I want to see people that knows it. Is there anybody here that knows Y Combinator? Anyone? I want to know. Anyone? I can't see your comment, but I'm sure Victor can see it though. But yeah. So Y Combinator, what exactly it is it's an accelerator program, right? It's like a mastermind for people that are launching tech products and they want to effectively launch their products and they want to get funding. They want to get money to build their products and make money for investors, pretty much. So Y Combinator trains them on that front and helps them to get funding. So most businesses, when they're able to get into Y Combinator and they go through successfully, they get funding, they're always happy to blow their trumpet. And so that's why sometimes, I don't know if you use LinkedIn a lot and you're in the tech field, you get to see some people that will be having, at the end of their profile, they will see one line and then you see something like YC24. Anybody you see that has that tag, that means the person works with a company that went through that Y Combinator program and they got funded. That's why they will always do that when they see YC24. That means they are in the batch of Y Combinator of 2024. If you see YC23, they were in the batch of 2023. If you see YC25, they were in the batch of 2025. That's how it works. But then sometimes you see YCW24. W means the W means the winter of 2024. Or if you see S, it means the summer of 2024. So these are some small tricks that you can use. But how does it work? Okay. So what I do is simple. I just come in here and I search randomly something like YC 2024. You could do something like that. So now what you are doing is you are looking for people that are with businesses that are funded in these places. But me, I've always told you guys that I'm always tilted towards US. So what I just do, I just go and put United States. I know they waste my time. I just go and just show results, right? And then I start seeing people in YG 2024. So these are people that I can use the second game of my backdoor operation strategy to work on to get them to hire me in their companies. Okay, now what I even do is I go in there and look at these people, check in their profile and see if maybe they have something similar to my skill set, right? So, or if they have something similar to what I'm doing in for what my skills can do for their company. So I'll go in and look at their stuff, I'll probably click on it, check out their company, and then I'll look at their website and see, okay, fine, is there something I can do to improve something for these people? Is there something that my skill set can do? Let's say I'm a copywriter now and I see, okay, maybe their copy on their website can use more work, their images, their video editing can do more work, because these people, they go for it to improve their businesses. So they want to improve stuff, but then they're building it step by step. So they're not always professionals. They want to hire the best man that can do things for them. And if you show that, okay, see, I can do this thing for them, by the second game I'm going to be showing you tomorrow, it's an easy foot in the door if you use it well enough. And that is something that can make you lots of money. Okay, so this is two things I've shown you in the space of a few hours. I even have another game using something that many people will not even think about, which is Instagram. Influencers Instagram. What do I mean? I can't show you everything today. We spent quite some time already right now. But these things I've shown you so far, I want to use them. There's something I'm even biased towards a little bit, so I want to show you guys in a few minutes, right? The very, very first client I was supposed to close it, but I couldn't close it because at some point I got overwhelmed and I was dealing with imposter syndrome. So when the guy asked me that how much do I charge, I got so nervous and scared because that was the first time I was closing a white guy on the contract, and I was like, I mean, it's embarrassing to talk about it now, but I was so embarrassed, so nervous that I did not reply to the person again. I was on a platform called Reddit. So you see, I'm very, very skilled at using different things that you probably have never heard about to get businesses that will pay me thousands of dollars for me to solve problems for them. It's easy to do. If I can do it as a freaking young man, you can do it too. All right? Now, this is the game I said I was biased about because the deal who I was supposed to close was a lawyer, a company in the US. He has a law firm in the US, rather. So this game is using something you already know, which is Google. All right, so this is how it works. I go in on Google and I search for the kind of business I think I can help. So let's say I want to help law firms as a copywriter. I want to maybe write for their blogs to get them more clients. I want to improve their copy on their website, or I want to improve their website design, or I want to do their graphic design, or I want to do their videos, whatever. I just go in on Google and I search something like this. Can you see my screen? I'm going to zoom it in a bit. But if you can't see my screen, all you have to do is simple. Put your phone on landscape mode, put your two fingers here and zoom in. It's very easy to do, okay? So now, I do this, easy peasy, right? And I search. What happens is that I start seeing different law firms, And interestingly, some of them are running ads. This is easy thing for me because if you are running ads, you are spending money to get people to see your business. That means you are serious about your business. That means if you can spend money to run ads and you see somebody that can even give you more results to combine with the ads you're already running, you will give me money to do it for you. Easy money for me. That is some of the small things I look out for. When you guys get that opportunity, if you pay attention and you get that stuff by tomorrow, then you will learn how to use more of the tricks that we use in our team. Okay? But now, watch this. So what I do is I look at all of this stuff running ads, and you know what? Or I just look at all of these ones that have fine reviews and I open them in separate tabs. Again, I'm a copywriter that wants to write blog posts for them to get their business. That's what I'm focusing on for this example, right? So what I do is I come in here and I open them up. You see, I just open different law firms where I see them. So what I start doing is I start looking for the ones that has blog, or even the one that does not have blog, and then I can now pitch them on why they need to have a blog post ongoing so that they can get people sold even before first contact. So look at this guy now. This guy, they have a blog. So I just click on their blog and see, okay, is it current enough? That's what I'm thinking about. They have more stuff going on, right? So you see this one, they have something for May 2025, which is like, okay, good. But in the entire month of April, they only have 3 blog posts up. Before then, in the month of March, they have another 3 up. In the month of February. So you see, they don't even have as much blog posts up. But then what I could do is, if I'm a very, very good writer, I'm assuming I'm a very good writer. Maybe I'm assuming as you now, you have learned your skills, you're a good writer and stuff like that, right? So I could now come in here and I'll be like, okay, and see if the blog post is written in a way that will get anybody who needs a law firm like this sold on them to the point where they might want to book a call, a consultation, or anything, right? Is there something called a call to action, stuff like that, which actually is lacking here. There is really, really no link or no hook that's hooking this thing up to a call to action that can actually get them in and stuff, even though they have something here. So, well, I just do a perusa. I'm observing what are the ways I can contribute to this business. What are the ways I can come in here to solve something that they probably are not aware of. I can make them more money, and then I'll tell them that, see, I'll be doing this thing for you, and then you just give me small tip of the iceberg. That's the game we're playing. All right. So I just open them up, and look at it. Right? I just be opening up their blogs, pretty much. Right? You see this one now. This one does not have anything for me. The one they had since April, and they are not very, very consistent. Even this one at the entire month of March, they had nothing. So you see, this person is a kind of business that you can come in here and help them out, because it's possible that maybe it's the same lawyer that is trying to do this, or one member of their team. And then they can have you from a third country in Nigeria, and you won't even charge them any money. This lawyer will be charging them crazy because that needs to his work and does not want to do it. And then they are paying him $500 already. And then you that just do it just $500 in a month or $1,000. I've been doing it, don't worry about it. And it's giving it top quality content. They will rush you. That's how it works, right? So on and on, just be observing. The one that does not even have a blog post is even an easier one for you to sell to. So that's what I do. I just go in here, observe. For you, it could be maybe not a law firm. It could be like one of my mentee. What he does is he helps people who are in interior decoration businesses in US. That's who he helps. You know, they kill himself. Interior. Who could just they say he wants interior decoration business? But do you know why he shows them? Because he did his research and he realized that people in this niche in the US, they make a lot of money. So well, like, fine. It's going to help them with more publicity. He has an agency. What they call an agency is that he has people in his team that does the work for him. All he does is he goes in there and look for the people that he can sell to. He sells to them, collect the money, and get the people in his team to do the work. Right? So this is something I will be showing you guys at some point, how to even if you're not very, very skilled at that stuff, you can get the deal and get people to do it for you. If you notice, all of these things I've been showing you through is just backdoor ways for you to find out areas where you can sell these businesses. Areas where you can say, okay, this is somebody, I've shown you actual people, I've shown you businesses and stuff that you can say, okay, fine, this is some way I can use my same skill to penetrate in here using the backdoor method. Okay? By tomorrow, we're going to go beyond this point. Many people here, what they do is they show you this stuff and say, okay, fine, you have business everywhere that you can make money from, and then the next thing they'll now tell you is that, oh, you send them a code DM or you send them a code email, and then there are terrible ways people do it. Nah, we don't do that here. We use our Yahoo Boy method, which I've told you that is not Yahoo Boy bad way Yahoo Boy, but it's because the Yahoo Boy wants to make money by getting rich clients that he can scam. We want to make money by getting rich businesses that we can help. That's the difference. And I've shown you how to use the backdoor method to see. This is just a tip of many of the models that we have. And you've seen how different businesses, you can start using it to get them. Victory, please show my other screen. I just stopped sharing my former screen and I'm sharing a new one right now. Please do it so that our people can see it. Okay? Please make sure my other screen is showing. It's not showing yet. Is Victory there? Okay, awesome. So, quick backtrack. The 3 steps. Number 1, have something valuable that you can offer to clients, a skill. I've shown you different kind of skills. And I've told you that if you ask me, the skill I recommend without blinking my eye is email copywriting, and I've told you why. Okay? And I've told you why I don't do Upwork and Fiverr game. And I've shown you a tip of my Yahoo Boy method, and I've told you how to do it. You need to first of all know who you want to help. You need to know what the people are actively looking for. And at the same time, you need to be able to find out where these people are. And I've shown you a tip of the backdoor method using just the SEO gambit. And it's not even the full version of it, right? In our small circle of winners, what we do is we have more than the SEO gambit. Actually, we have the SEO gambit. We have something we call Signal Beer. We have something for the rolling pin approach. And we have something we call the whale fishing strategy. Why do I call it the whale fishing strategy? And that is because this game is used to get the kind of client that can pay you over $10,000. I'm not even capping. I can show you proof of $10,000 made and stuff like that. But I'm not starting you guys on with that. I told you guys that if you get our button to join us tomorrow, you'll be getting with us on a 30-day challenge. 30-day challenge is even targeted towards your first 1K deal. In fact, I'm going to give you guys all of these strategies still, and then it's going to be very, very easy for you to close, right? But now, once you've gotten the first thing, a value that you provide, the two, you have the Yahoo Boy method in terms of you understand, fine, this is how you can finding the right people who need to know. You know that this is something you need to know or you need to have. And then the third game is you need to know how you can position yourself and communicate your service and actually get them to pay for it. I think this is the most important of all the 3 steps, because you can have the right skills, you can have the right value, you can know that, fine, there are people that need my services here. There are people that need me to do this stuff for them. Quite all right. You know all of this. But you do not know how you can position yourself. You do not know how you can communicate your service and get people to pay you for it. Then you are not going to make any money. And I think this is where most freelancers, or this is where most people in Nigeria that have skills, that want to make money, whether it's in tech, whether it's working in business in coaching, whether it's working in business in this field, that field, anywhere at all, but they have the skills. They spend lots of time getting the skills, money, resource, and stuff, but they're not making money from the skills. And I thought they are going to consider any other terrible plan B. No. I'm going to show you guys tomorrow how you can thoroughly position yourself, communicate your service, and get people to actually pay you for it. All right? And as a bonus, I'll be telling you guys how you can actually get other skilled Nigerians to do the work for you, even if you are not yet 100% skilled in it. The quick recap of every single thing we've shown you about today is, if you want to start making your first $1,000 or an extra $1,000 per month, beginning in the month of May, you need to have a big enough problem you can solve. You need to have the value that you're providing and getting the right people who can pay you for that stuff, pretty much. So this is the first part of this whole webinar series, and I've had a very, very swell time taking you guys through this journey. Tomorrow, we're getting to the next game, which is called casting your net. You see, this image you see on your screen is, I'm a Christian. I talk about Bible reference a lot. Yeah. If you're not a Christian, it's okay. You can still get the wisdom in it. It's a story about Jesus when he had his disciples. They went out to catch fish, yeah, and they toiled out through the day. They were trying to catch fishes and stuff. They were throwing their nets into the waters. They were not catching any fish. They struggled and everything. And then they came back, and Jesus saw them. They were like, "Yo, dude, what's up?" They were like, "Come on, we don't go try catch fish, no shoe." Just like, I was like, "Okay, fine. Move out to the sea." They were going to complain because they've toiled all day. They got nothing. But they still, okay, let's go out. Just kind of like, yeah, to this side they did. Just kind of like, okay, fine. Toss your net to this other side of the boat. They were like, "Oh, master, we've been toiling out to the day. Nothing is coming out. Nothing come out in pigeon terms. And now you're telling us to throw it again." I told you guys at the beginning that if you've been struggling all through this time, all through the years, and nothing has been working for you, with the game we have right here, your days of struggling is almost gone. You pay close attention and you use it accordingly. Okay? Because using this, when you cast that your net to the other side of the boat using this approach, you're going to be met with lots of people that need your help. And if you totally master the game of seducing them and closing them using what I'll show you tomorrow, you will start making as much money that will take care of your problems, your challenges, and start working towards getting that dream life that you want for yourselves. Okay, so it's been a very, very great time working with you guys today. I want to say a very big thank you for Victory for organizing the session. It was actually a very, very great one. So Victory, a few words. I want to say a few words to our people, and then we'll call it a day, and then we'll continue tomorrow by the same time. Thank you so much, guys. If you had a great time, feel free to drop a message on the comment section. You know, thank you, Justice, or you give me a fire emoji, or you'll be like, yo, I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait to see how I can go beyond the point I'm currently at. I know that, fine, I need to have a skill. I know that, fine, people who need this stuff. Okay, fine. Now, how do I get them to start giving me their money? All right. So I'm going to give you guys the stuff tomorrow. If you're super excited for what tomorrow holds, give me an emoji on the comment section. I want to see it. And I know that, okay, fine, but people are here so that I have enough energy for the session tomorrow. So thank you so much, guys. Victory, I want to say a few words, and then we'll wrap up the session for tonight. Okay? Are you there? It was a few quick words, and then we'll wrap up so we don't spend any much time that we need to. All right. Where's Victory? Perfecto.
All right. All right. We had an amazing session. Guys, if you know you got value from the session. All right. We had an amazing session. Guys, if you know you got value from the session. All right. So if you know you got value from the session, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments that yes, I got value. And don't just tell me you got value. Just give an idea of what you learned during the session. Just give an idea, maybe just one sentence. What did you learn during the session? Right. And I know a bunch of you, a bunch of you were expecting that when we talk about landing foreign clients, you're expecting us to show you, one website that you just register for, and foreign clients will just be messaging you themselves. Or no. It's not as complicated as you think it is. All right, it's not as complicated as you think it is. Let me just give you guys, for those of you that maybe you missed some part of the session, or some of you that probably did not totally understand what they explained. It's very simple, right? Your ideal client in the foreign space in US, UK, you know, other foreign countries, Australia, Canada, right? They are online. They are online. They have businesses that they run online, because that's why they need someone that can work for them remotely, right? They need somebody to work from them remotely. Number one, these foreign clients, they are trying to save cost. So normally they could have hired someone over there in their country, but the minimum, I checked the minimum amount they pay Americans over there is $3,000 to $4,000. The minimum amount, that's minimum wage, right? But then they can take that same service and come here and pay somebody in Nigeria $500, $1,000. Meanwhile, $1,000 for you is like still life-changing money. That's the first thing. The second thing is that some of these foreign clients, they need help, but they don't even know. For example, maybe let's say you are a web design, you design website, right? Or let's say you're a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant, you help someone organize their meeting, you help someone organize their schedules, you help someone organize plan meetings, maybe reply group questions and all that. Most of your ID clients, they are online, they are overwhelmed, they are stressed out, they don't know how to free up time and all that. So they're having this problem. So number one, you need to find where your ID clients are, and that's what Justice mentioned about the Yahoo boy. Like, think like a Yahoo boy. Yahoo boys will not come to WhatsApp to come and try to scam Nigerian women. Nigerian women cannot pay them, so they go to where they can find these foreign potential clients. All right, that's the first thing, right? You need to find where these your ID clients are. Number two, you need to know as much information about them. What are they currently passing through? What are their pain points? You cannot claim to want to help someone if you don't know what they are passing through. How are you going to be able to pitch your service to them? Guys, I did an experiment a couple of years ago. I think this was 2023. I landed 7-figure deals with this experiment. It was very simple. I wanted to help some top guys in the betting industry. Right, I didn't just go to the top guys and say, "Oh, hi everyone, hi, my name is Victory. I run ads on Facebook and Instagram. Please give me a chance to work for you." No, the first thing I did, I identified what are these top guys, what are the major problems that they are having, and I noticed in the betting industry, many of these top guys, they are having issues trying to send traffic to Telegram. They want to grow their Telegram subscribers. So since I knew their pain points, since I know the problem that they were having, I knew how to communicate the service that I want to offer to them. If I don't know their pain points, if I don't know what they're passing through, if I don't know their hidden desires, I would have entered their DM and tell them, "Oh, I'm a Facebook ads expert. I can help you run Facebook ads," and they will ignore me. But since I clearly understood the pains and the frustrations that they were already having, I knew how to communicate my service and get them to listen to me. So number one, you need to know how to find your ID clients. Number two, you need to have enough information about their pain points, what they are facing through. Don't worry, tomorrow we're going to send you guys, before the live session tomorrow, we're going to send you guys some templates that will give you more information about how to identify your ID clients' frustrations. Whatever skill you have, whether you're a virtual assistant, whether you don't have any skill, you want to learn email copywriting, like we mentioned, whether you're a product manager, whether you are in tech, you do codes and all that, right? We're going to show you a template that will help you identify who your ID clients are, right? So once you know where they are, you know what they are searching for on social media, because if you know their pain points, if you know the problems that they have, you will know what they are searching for on social media. Somebody that search how to make sales on Shopify store. What does that mean? It means that the person has a Shopify store, but is looking for how to make sales. So if you know your ID client, you will know what they are searching for on social media. If you know what they are searching for on social media, you'll be able to use that to identify what content that they are watching. You'll be able to identify what influencers they are following. Now, if you are able to identify what influencers they are following, what content they are watching, bam, you're already seeing where a lot of your ID clients are. You know the pain point they're having. And so when you now directly communicate to them, when you now directly pitch to them, pitch your services to them, you will be able to hit them in the right spot. Guys, when it comes to landing foreign gigs, right? 10 people can message somebody and say, oh, I'm a content manager. I can help you do this, and that. And the person will ignore every single person. And another person will come with the right message. And that same person that ignored 10 other people will respond to that person. I don't know if you get what I mean, right? So it's about knowing how to hit the right spot. And these are things that we're going to be talking more about tomorrow. In tomorrow's live session, guys, like we mentioned, it's a 2-day live session. Today is just day one. Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about how to actually reach out to these potential clients, how to actually send them a message and get them to reply you. Right? We're going to show you how to stand out when it comes to reaching out to your potential client, because many of your potential clients, you're probably not the only one reaching out to them. There are a couple of other persons that are also messaging them. Right? We're going to show you how to stand out, how to get their attention, get them to look at your message, get them to want to speak with you, and probably even schedule a call with you where you can get them on board and close them. All right. So guys, for whatever reason, don't miss the live session tomorrow. It's going to be, if you thought you got value from today's session, tomorrow we are literally going to like explode your mind. We're going to be talking about how to actually pitch them, the right messages to send to them. Like if you find a potential client online, the right message to send to them. All right. And what I want to say, guys, is that don't overthink this thing. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Right. I know many of you were expecting maybe a complicated strategy. You're expecting that, oh, we'll just give you some phone numbers to call and apply or submit a CV somewhere to get a foreign job. Maybe that's how you do it here in Nigeria. But guys, this is a system that we have used. Many of our students have used to land top paying, dollar paying clients, right? I right now, I'm currently working with 2 foreign clients. I'm working with one in Sweden. I'm working with one in UK. Just this work for foreign companies for like 5 years. So all these things we're telling you, we're not telling you some stuff that we watch on YouTube. These are things that work. They are not just things that work for us. They are things that are also working for people that learn from us. So guys, one thing I keep mentioning is that don't overcomplicate this thing. Don't overcomplicate it. It's about identifying who you want to help, knowing the exact pain point that they are going through, and being able to communicate your value to them. And for those of you that don't have skill, we mentioned that you could learn email copywriting. We gave a couple of reasons why you should learn email copywriting. Is shorter learning curve, high demand, and all that. And during the live session, somebody make mention of a couple of things which I just want to address before we finally end the session. In about 1 minute or so, we're going to end the session. All right. So the first thing the person said was that AI is on board right now, and many of these skills going to still be in demand now that there's AI. Why would somebody pay you when you can use ChatGPT when they can just use ChatGPT to do it? All right. But the thing I want to mention is that, look, technology is not coming to replace people. Technology is coming to advance the quality of work. Technology is coming to advance the quality of our life. Right? Now, before ChatGPT started creating images, right? You could create images with ChatGPT. There was Canva. Canva, you can create a professional graphics design in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But when Canva came, did it mean that graphics designers were replaced? No. It meant that graphics designers, something that would take them days to do, they can now do it in a couple of minutes, a couple of hours. Right? It means that graphics designers that could only work for 1 or 2 clients because of how stressful the workload is, they can now work for 5, 7 clients at the same time and deliver quality results. So when it comes to AI, don't start thinking that, oh, AI is going to take my job and I'm not going to be able to land gigs. No, AI is coming to help you land more clients quicker and faster. Something that will take them a larger time, a larger period of time to do. You can even make better offers to these clients. For example, you want to design a website for them. Normally, it's going to take them 2 weeks to design this website. You can now make offers that, look, I can redesign your whole website from start to scratch and properly brand everything in 3 days. You are making a better offer. Which do you think is a better offer that a client will be willing to pay for? The one that's going to take 2 weeks or the one that's going to take 3 days? So, guys, whatever skill you're learning, whatever stuff you want to offer to the foreign market, AI is going to help you land better jobs, help you work for more clients, and also be more efficient. You don't need to be worried about AI. You need to actually learn how to use AI to leverage, to build more leverage with the skill that you currently have. All right. And also, the final thing I want to mention is that everybody does not have to learn email copywriting. All right. If you already have a skill before joining this live session, we talked about how to land foreign clients with your skill. It's the same strategy. Whether you're an email copywriter, whether you're a graphics designer, whether you're a web designer, whether you're a product manager, whether you're a content strategist, whatever stuff you have, virtual assistant, it is the same strategy, right? So you don't need to dump your skill and go and learn email copywriting. Those that don't have any skill, we recommend you learn email copywriting. But if you already have a skill, then you can use your skill, use this strategy that we're teaching you in the live session to land foreign clients. Guys, remember, tomorrow is another day, right? Don't miss it. Same time by 8 p.m. We're going to be talking more about the main thing. We're going to be talking about how to actually send them messages. We're going to talk about code DM. We're going to talk about sending them emails that will get them to like reply you, get them to respond to you, set you up as someone that is an expert, someone that knows what he's doing, and get these clients to actually pay you on board. It doesn't make any sense for you to attend to this session and you miss tomorrow, because tomorrow is where we're dropping literally like the main bomb. So guys, 8 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to see you on board. It's been lovely having you guys here. We'll drop the templates and probably the recording for today's session on the group, right? See you some other time. If you got value, just reach out to us. Tell us what you learned from this live session. And I look forward to connecting with a couple of you and see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely, lovely evening. It's been great having you guys on board. So I'm going to end the live session right now.